Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is going to be informative. If any of you are content creators or aspiring content creators thinking about creating your own YouTube channel, thinking about being active on Instagram and making money out of that passion and out of that side hustle. So in today's video, I'm going to give you all of my advice and talk about everything I do to land paid brand deals with my favorite brands. I often get asked on the day-to-day basis like what I do to start landing like paid brand deals with brands, even though I'm a micro influencer. And I'm really excited for you guys to start landing paid brand deals with your favorite brands and to actually live the life that you have always daydreamed about, all by doing what you love. So let's get started. I want to take a second out of this video to announce that I started my own shop, and here I'm selling digital products that have all the information you need for when you're writing your own successful brand pitch email. In them, I explain the difference between a gifted partnership and a paid partnership, when you should start reaching out to brands, how to figure out your rates. I give you a template that you can use to build your own customized brand pitch email, a finished brand pitch email example, samples for how to respond to brand during negotiations, and more. So please make sure to watch this video to the very end for more information on how you can get one of your own. So the first thing that I want to say is that I really want you guys to understand and to not feel like you're not worth it because you don't have 100,000 subscribers or because you don't even have 1,000 subscribers. Like, that's false. You are a YouTuber, you are an influencer the second that you have one subscriber or one follower on any of your social media platforms, and your voice has value. So the first thing that you are going to need before you start reaching out to brands to get paid brand deals on your social media platforms is that you need to create your own media kit. Think about a media kit as your resume. Your media kit contains all the important information that the brand needs to know before they actually hire you, and your media kit should contain information about who you are, where are you located, where the majority of your audience is from, the age of your audience, what percentage of your audience is female or male. You should also include your analytics. If you are a YouTuber just like I am, then you should include your impressions, your subscribers in any of your platforms, and your media kit should also include all of the relevant brands that you have worked with in the past as well, because that kind of proves to the brand that you're working with like that you are legit and that you're getting like X amount of impressions or X amount of like viewers, and that will better help them understand like what to expect when they hire you. I would suggest that you keep it less than 2 pages. I honestly learned this in college with my resume. Like, when you're about to apply for a job, they teach me to keep my resume to only 1 page, because the people that are actually like receiving tons of applications and tons of resumes, like, they will just look at it and they won't want to go to the trouble of like reading 2 or 3 or even 4 pages. They just want like all the relevant information to be on that page only, and for that page to be like structured and to be eye-catching. So the same thing goes with your own media kit. If you want to create a free media kit, then I will suggest for you guys to go to canva.com and actually make it there. They have a bunch of free cute templates that you can customize and make it your own. And if you pay for PicMonkey to edit your thumbnails just like I do, then that's another way that you can create your media kit. But the last media kit that I'm actually using right now, I actually bought the template from Etsy and it was like $15. The second thing that you need to create before you reach out to brands is your rate sheet. And your rate sheet is just information about the services that you offer and what it includes, whether you are doing it with packages. For example, package 1 includes 1 Instagram post, 5 stories, and that's like package 1. And your package 2, a 3-minute YouTube video with an Instagram post. Figure out what you can include in those packages and put a price point to each one. But some influencers just put the value or the cost to each deliverable. For example, 1 Instagram story, $25. If you want to add a post, then it's like $100. Some of them just choose to work that way individually, but I personally like having packages because that way I can organize the things that I offer, and it's better for the brand to just know like these are the specific packages that I offer and these are the price points. So I like it better that way, but you can obviously do whatever you want. And I know that right now you guys are wondering like how much you should charge, and I will tell you this. I would recommend for you guys to go to socialbluebook.com and link your social media pages, and that way that socialbluebook.com website will actually take a look at your analytics and analyze that and check out for your reach and actually give you guys an estimated rate based on all the things that it analyzed. And I think that that's a great tool if you want to get started and want to have peace of mind that you're not like underrating yourself. And I also want to let you guys know that you don't have to feel obligated to use the price that they say. Like, it's just an estimate, it's just a suggestion, because only you know the amount of work that you put into making that content, shooting that photo or shooting that YouTube video, editing it, which obviously costs you your time. So you also need to take that into consideration when figuring out your rates. Your rates are something that are very personal to your brand, and that you are the only person that knows the answer and knows your worth. Now that you have your media kit with the information needed, now that you have your rate sheet and you have figured out your rates and put it into that sheet, now it's time to actually find the brands that you want to work with. And for that, I have 2 different ways that I use to find brands to work with. And the first option is to actually look for brands whose products or services you use on the day-to-day basis, because that way you know that 1, you genuinely love that brand, 2, you actually know that the products that you're going to be promoting are products that you use, and 3, the products work because you are constantly using it. And those are 3 things that you should take into consideration when reaching out to brands, because like I already said, I feel that you should only reach out to brands whose products and services you genuinely love. And the second way that you can find brands to work with is by partnering up with small or local businesses whose product or services you are genuinely interested in trying. Okay, so now that you have already found the brand that you want to work with, it is time to reach out. But first, you need to know how are you going to reach out to that brand. And one thing that I love to do is looking that brand up on Instagram and actually going to their profile and clicking the email button, and that will give you an email that you can use to reach out to that brand. The second way that you can reach out to brands is by going to their website and clicking the contact us button. And a lot of the times those brands have different emails for different circumstances, and you can always reach out to the email that involves like media relationships or PR people and stuff like that. It is actually time to write your own pitch email. And your pitch email is something really important because you are actually communicating with that brand, which is amazing. And the brand is actually reading that and reading your words, and they develop a certain type of feel and connection through your words and how you like word things and how you phrase them and how respectful and formal you are. So it's really important the way that you come off on your pitch email. So in your pitch email, you want to let the brand know first like who you are, what your mission is, but keep that part brief because the brand wants to know who you are obviously, but they're more interested to know what you're going to offer. The other thing that you should write on your brand pitch email is why you love their brand. because the brand actually wants to know that you love their brand and that you are committed to it and that you are genuinely interested in what they do and you want to share it with your audience. And the other thing that you should include in your brand pitch email is how are you actually going to serve that brand and what you're going to provide. All of these things basically revolve around why the brand should hire you and invest their money on you. So with that, I want to say and announce here on my YouTube channel is that I actually created my own website, my own blog, and in that blog I have my own shop, and I'm actually selling 3 digital products on my shop. And one of the digital products that I'm selling is the brand pitch guide. And in the brand pitch guide, I actually talk about the difference between a gifted partnership and a paid partnership. I dive deeper into how to figure out when is the right time for you to start reaching out to brands. I also talk about your rates and how you can figure out your rates even deeper. I also give you guys a brand pitch template that covers from start to finish every single line that you should include in your pitch email and stuff to consider. And this template you can customize and fill it in. It's kind of like a fill in the blanks depending on what your niche is, who you are, what brand are you reaching out to. It's never going to be the same as mine. It's never going to be the same as another person who purchases. With that, I also give you guys an example of what a brand pitch email should look like, taking into consideration that template or those guidelines that I wrote. I also let you guys know in that brand pitch guide how you can actually bring up the conversation of getting paid if the brand does not mention it on the get-go, because sometimes a brand will say that they're interested in working with you but they do not mention anything about getting paid. So I actually give you guys a little sample of the exact sentences that you should incorporate into the email that will let the brand know respectfully that you want to get paid, and that will bring up the conversation to negotiate your price points. And I also give you guys 5 of my best practices when it comes to pitching to your favorite brands. And then the final step to actually start landing paid brand deals is to negotiate with the brand. And by negotiating, I mean going back and forth, sending the brand and the brand sending you emails till you actually reach a conclusion or a set amount that you are going to get paid for the services that you will offer that brand. And for that, I actually also created my second digital product, which is called Brand Pitch Response Samples. The Brand Pitch Response Samples contains cordial responses that you can send to a brand that will help you land paid brand deals. And this is the perfect way to start negotiating with brands, because these response samples actually contains samples that can guide you for when a brand tells you that they do not make paid partnerships. It contains samples to what to write back to a brand that offers you less compensation than what you are actually worth. It also tells you guys what to say to a brand when they tell you that you need to pay for the products that you're going to promote, which is crazy. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. So I tell you guys what exactly should you answer for when a brand tells you that. And it also contains many other response samples for all the different situations that you will encounter when you are negotiating with a brand to land paid brand deals. And then the third and final product that I created is those 2 products in one single package at a discounted price. I obviously recommend that you guys get the one where it includes both of my products, because you will get both of the products at a cheaper price. And with that, you're going to have all the knowledge that I included in the other 2 digital products. So make sure that you go check that out. You can get those products at fabiolasuarezt.com/shop. And there you will find all 3 of my digital products for you guys to shop. And remember, if you encounter any problems or the email that contains the digital products does not arrive to your inbox, you can DM me at Fabiola Suárez T on Instagram and I will fix that up for you guys. I also wanted to say that if you screenshot your order and DM it to me, I will give you a freebie where I basically just tell you guys 5 things I do every single day to grow my Instagram. So it's amazing that you get 3 things at such a great price. So yeah, go check it out. Please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this where I tell you guys my tips and tricks into how I work with brands and talk about my life and do lifestyle videos and vlogs and all that good stuff. And also follow me on Instagram to stay up to date with my day-to-day life and talk even more over there. My DMs are always open because you are my family, you are my friends, and I'm here for you. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.
Ages.